Hello, my name is Charles Bwanika. I'm a Ugandan by nationality and a student. I am currently studying at St. Thomas University, Miami, Florida, doing a master's in sports administration. I'm a student athlete at the same university playing soccer. Much as I'm Ugandan, I currently reside in the United States of America due to my requirements as a student athlete. I got to know about Aidenal Sports Foundation through the head coach that recruited me. I was recruited in 2014 from a community soccer tournament where I emerged as the best player. I was recruited by then head coach Stephen Luswata, who introduced me to the manager Aiden Victor Sebude, and I was registered and made part of the institution. I was part of this institution from 2014 till 2020 when I left for studies in the United States of America. As a player, I was part of the team that won the Elite Cup and Tony Cup in 2018-2019 season. I was part of the team that reached the finals of the Vipers Fans Cup, but we earned silver rather than gold. I was part of the team that reached the Vipers Fans Cup again in 2019-2020 season, and we still earned silver. I was part of the Aidenal Sports Foundation team that played an exhibition game against the Uganda Cranes Internationals. I was also part of the Aidenal Sports Foundation team that played against the Friends of Football Sports Foundation, also with a number of soccer legends back in Uganda, as well as upcoming professionals in the Super League then. I was able to score the goal that guided the institution to its first ever Vipers Fans Cup appearance, and I'm proud of that fact because it put me in the history books of the institution as the player that took the club to the next level, and I am proud of it and I'm happy about it. I have the highest number of assists in the club, and that is one thing I also feel great about as a forward and as a soccer player and as an individual. My first challenge was adapting. It was hard for me to adapt coming from Edgar's Football Academy. It was hard for me to adapt to Aidenal's way of doing things. Aidenal is differently structured to the academy that I grew up in, so it was a little bit hard for me to adapt to the new environment. My other challenge was the change of coaches. It's not easy to be appreciated by all the coaches that come around. So many times as players we have to try and impress the different coaches that come around, and it was It was not easy for me to, show all these coaches that I'm the best player that I could ever be. However, with time, I was able to convince all the coaches that came around that I could be depended on as a player. Another problem I faced was injuries. I got a couple of injuries, mostly during training sessions, and it's not so nice for a player to be getting injuries during training sessions. Yeah, so I also find that to have been a challenge. Well, yes, it is true. I am playing in the United States as a student athlete for a university, which is not something easy to do. But with the help of the Aidenal training program, the exposure, the video coverages, I was able to be recruited by a university in the United States of America. And yes, I am thankful to Aidenal for making this come true. I believe that this is a step towards me getting to my career goals. Back in Uganda, Aidenal had helped me to get to play in the regional league. This is the third top tier league in Uganda, and I was able to join it due to my record in Aidenal Sports Foundation. I used the same background to get to where I am right now, and I believe that if I continue being the kind of player I am and putting in practice all the values and the training methods that I got from Aidenal, I'll be able to push myself and get possibly to the MLS by the end of 2021. Well, I believe Aidenal deserves financial support because Aidenal as an institution offers a training program for youth for free. These are programs that all, if not most, academies in Uganda offer at a very high price. Aidenal offers all this practice, all these training programs for free, whereby they buy all the required equipment. They get for players soccer boots. They get for players jerseys. They get for players health insurance, and all these things. None of the players pay for. This is not something that you can find anywhere in the country. It's hard to come by. Most academies ask for at least a registration fee or something like that. But at Aidenal, you just come as you are with your talent or with no talent, and then they ground you into a player that can be marketable. I believe Aidenal deserves the sponsorship because they take care of their players. Speaking from experience, like I said earlier, I came to Aidenal with a few injuries, but the management took care of all my bills, and they helped me recover and play to the level that I am at currently. I believe Aidenal deserves financial support because it is a model institution in a rural area. By this I mean Aidenal is located in a rural setting. Aidenal picks up youth that, if not, if not given these different opportunities, can turn out to be threats to, the country's security. They could turn into criminals and, all those kinds of things. But with the platform that Aidenal provides, all these different youth that could get into these bad practices have a platform where they can have fun, but as well as learn and do something that can occupy them and save them from becoming social nuisances. I believe Aidenal deserves funding and support because it aims at getting to higher heights, higher levels, and to get to these levels, you require some financial muscle, and I believe the management alone cannot carry on this huge burden, which they have actually carried on since 2014. I believe they cannot carry on that burden alone. They need others to support the organization, so that all these different children, all these different youth can get an opportunity, just like the one I got, to be in the Super League, in the Premier League, in the Bundesliga, in the anywhere, as long as they get the opportunities that the management is planning on. I believe it would be a very, very, very good thing if they got some financial support. Aidenal is opening up opportunities for its players. For example, Bwanika, I got the opportunity to study in the United States of America. My counterpart, Ronald, got the opportunity to play in Uganda's second top tier league, in the big league. Different players have got the chance to play on the under national teams. Basically, Aidenal is opening up opportunities for the various players that it has in its ranks, and I believe if they get more opportunities, more support, they can get more good products out there in the world. Thank you. Well, this has been a beautiful interview. Thank you for the questions. They've been a bit, a bit stretched, but I appreciate the questions, and I hope I've given the information that is truthful and can be verified by the Sports Foundation. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope that Aidenal School of Soccer Art can get to the highest of ranks. Thank you for the opportunity you gave me. The courage to continue always counts. For God and my country, Charlse Bwanika.